And with that being said, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be like, you know, this like stable relationship that everyone keeps fantasizing about. Like, no, that's pretty much dead. Let me tell you what. um, like these days, literally no one cares except for, most of the men out here. And then they'll push this agenda that like, oh, you're not a real man if like if you can't keep her happy or whatever,
Find helping to test out new weapons.
and it's just like that's just not true. Like these days, a lot of people in general, I'm talking about, are very egotistical, jealous. Like we get really envious easy. Short attention span, all of that type of thing. The grand majority of people. So here's where we can kind of, making, I guess, an exception to the whole, like, long-term relationship, marriage type of thing. Is just don't have it, It's literally not that important if you think about it. Like, marriage these days is just a tool. It's not about love anymore. It's just a tool to basically, if things don't work out, then she'll just get, half of your assets and probably your kids if she wants to deal with them,
You should learn obedience.
And, yeah, with that being said, you may feel like a chump when all that happens, but don't let it bother you, Whether you have the kids or she has the kids, it doesn't matter. Because unless she's like an abusive mom or something, then that's just kind of weird. But, for the most part, right? Like for most people, even if she has the kids, they're gonna be taken care of, regardless. Now, fathers should be in their kids' lives, and this is where I get to my next point. You don't have to always be there, but at least be there, sometimes. And this is where I kind of get to the advice for the ladies. Don't shut your man out unless he's just like totally toxic. And not in the toxic that like most of these women, just like throw around and whatever. Like, oh, he just doesn't give me time or this and that or woo. No. I mean toxic as in like actually like physically abusing you or, abusing the kids. Cause like a lot of women will just like throw terms around, but it's not actually like what that means. Like when they say an abusive relationship, but it's something like, oh, he, like he just didn't give me money when I wanted to, or when I wanted him to, or he didn't give me attention, all of the attention that I needed and this and that. Like, it's not really an abusive relationship. Abusive literally means, it mainly pertains to physical abuse or like, I can't really say it, you know, as YouTube, but you know, you guys know. Like, I'm talking to adults right now, and maybe some teens. So, like, people know this. So with all that being said, actually, I should have got Jug. Oh no 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 no! He just grabbed that real quick.
Magical potion should be regulated.
So, yeah, and women, please stop, like, hating on men for, like, you know, things that they do. A lot of things that men do these days, you know, are because of, like, how the justice system works now, and, you know, all that type of stuff.
It is good job these machines are here.
Men barely have any freedom when it comes to relationships. You know, we always feel like we get the short end of the stick, and for the most part, that's totally 100% true. You know, we get, you know, incriminated for other men's crimes. You know, like how they always refer to like the traditional man, I guess, from, like, you know, the 20s to the 40s. This isn't the 20s to 40s anymore. You know, there's not guys out here literally, you know, like women in the street, and, you know, or doing stuff like, well, I mean, there's a very small minority. I can't really say that because one of my friends said that a guy just raped his sister. Like, that was like a couple of months ago. But, you know, that being said, though, it's literally not like the majority of men, you know, and a lot of men won't even dare to hit a woman, you know. That's just not a thing. So yeah, I would just like to point that out, and, you know, maybe we can all just become better people together instead of, you know, having everything be one-sided. Oh no. Oh! Hold on. I'm gonna get back to my points in a minute. Dude, that was crazy. But yeah. What was I saying? Man, Brutus and totally just threw me off. I mean, I guess, yeah. So this is where we get to the compromises, right? Because I already covered some of it, but let's finish it off. So, if she's the type of woman who feels like she's not getting enough attention, let her go and get her attention, you know? And, you know, like some people would be like, oh, Doug, there's probably someone that would be in the comments, if I get any comments, you know, who are just like, oh, but isn't that cucking? No. Because the reality is, she's not your girl. You hear it in songs, you know, all the time, you don't own me, I'm, you know, not your girl, this type of thing and that. So if you're in a relationship, you know, and she says that she cheated on you because she wasn't getting enough attention or whatever, just let her get it, you know? Just be done with it, you know?